What's good, y'all? It's Solution back at it again with another Mental Gym video in which I give you guys frameworks you can use to become extremely successful and achieve all the goals that you are after. So let's get right into it. So today I want to talk about an extremely important framework, which I say every single time I make a framework video because they are all important and they're all useful. That's why you should use them. But point is, we're going to talk about beliefs. And the definition I've come up for beliefs in the frame of achieving your goals and becoming successful is the way you view reality that helps you achieve your goals. You see, for a lot of us, we all have different beliefs and we all have different ways that we view the reality that we are in, depending on our circumstances and other types of factors, right? And the problem with this, the good thing and the bad thing about this is sometimes we have ways that we view reality that serve us tremendously and allow us to accomplish really, really great things. But the main issue is sometimes we have beliefs that do not serve us at all. Meaning we view reality in ways that cause us to not achieve our goals and not be successful. That's why it's really important to make sure you only have beliefs that are serving you. You only have beliefs that are making you successful. You only have beliefs that are helping you achieve your goals. Because if you believe things that don't help you achieve your goals, you're not going to do things that will help you achieve your goals. Because really think about it. Would you do something that goes against what you believe? If you believe that you cannot jump up off the ground, like you can't jump, are you going to try to jump? No, right? So we need to make sure we believe things that lead to actions that make us do things. Because we cannot do unless we believe. We must believe and then do. We don't just do without belief, right? Normally speaking, like we will not do things. Because an important thing about being successful is doing. So how can we make sure that we only have beliefs that are serving us? Because that's the end goal here. We want to make sure to have beliefs that are only serving us and are making us do things that will help us achieve our goals. So this is the exercise I came up with that you can do and you should be doing consistently and regularly as possible to make sure you're not believing shit you shouldn't. Because I'm telling you, it will limit you. So essentially, there's three things that we say when we talk about our beliefs, whether in our minds mentally or when we speak to someone. There's usually three statements. There's usually two words that we say. And I mean like 2 words of 3 sets that we say. So the first, it's not an actual order, but we just say these things. So first is I feel, right? I feel. Then, or it's I think. Then it's I know. So whenever we are speaking about our beliefs, we say one of these things, or we usually start the statement like this. We say, I feel that, or I think that, or I know that, right? That's usually, even in with your own mental dialogue, you do this like, I feel like this, or you use your feeling as a way to describe how you like something, right? So you say these things. So you just say, I feel, I think, and I know. So the problem is, or the good thing about this is, with this frame, every single time now in your head, or when you speak to someone, when you say, I feel, I think, or I know, you move into the next part of this equation. So plus, why? Well, so whatever you're about to say, I feel this, or I think this, or I know this, well, why? Why do you feel like that? Why do you think that? Why do you know? Because what you will realize is that oftentimes we believe things with no reason to believe them. And the unfortunate reality as to why we do this is because we listen to people who have what I would call limiting beliefs. Meaning we listen to people who have beliefs that are causing them to be unsuccessful. And we take what they say as a belief or as a fact or as evidence of something being true. For example, let's say you're a guy who's 5'5", and generally speaking, what a lot of guys say is if you are short or shorter than 6 foot, you can't get girls. Like, that's just a limiting belief that a lot of guys have. And because of that, a lot of shorter guys believe they can't get girls. They feel that they can't get girls. They think that they can't get girls. Or they even go as far to say, I know that I can't get girls because I'm shorter than 6 foot. And then other guys will tell them this. And because of that, they're like, well, I mean, he's 5'5" and said it, so I guess that's just true. And you never ask why. You just believe. And that's why you limit yourself and you're not able to reach your full potential. And you're not able to grow the way you need to achieve your goals. Because you believe things that prevent you from getting it. So whereas instead, as a guy who's short or shorter than 6 foot, instead of just, I believe what they say, or if you have gotten that belief from someone, now whenever you say, I feel like, I think that, or I know, what you need to do is ask yourself why. Well, why can't you get girls if you're 5'5" or below 6 foot? Well, a lot of girls say that they like guys who are 6 foot. Okay. Is there any evidence of guys who have been with girls who are shorter than 6 foot? And then if you go search it, you will realize what? Oh yeah, there is. There is many guys who are with girls or have been with many girls that even me, from personal experience, I know. I'm 6'5", but point is that I know that are shorter than 6 foot that have been with many girls or have a girlfriend. So that means that if you're someone who believes if you're shorter than 6 foot you can't get girls, you'd be wrong. Because there's guys who are above, who are below 6 foot that get girls. So, as I said earlier, if you believe something, then you will do actions that might not lead to the outcome. So the difference between you, who's below 6 foot, and the other guys who are below 6 foot and still get girls is their belief then. Because you guys are both the same height. You have the same reality, the same circumstance. So why is he getting something I want and I'm not? It's because he believes something that you don't. He doesn't believe that the fact that he is below 6 foot is a limiter for him. Because the truth is, it's not a limiter. Because he's getting girls and other guys are getting girls. So if you want to get the same, because at the end of the day, even if you're 5'5" or you're shorter than 6 foot and you want to get girls, and you believe that you can't, you still want the girls, like you still want to get girls. So why would you just sit here being frustrated with this limiting belief when you could just change? If you simply believe, nah, fuck that, I can get girls. Why? Because I've seen other guys who are below 6 foot get girls, so I can too. And then with that belief, you can now do what? Do actions that are gonna lead to you getting girls. Even though you are short or whatever. Or you're gonna do other things that you need to do that despite your height will allow you to overcome the fact that you being shorter might make you less attractive. Right? You need to question the things that people are telling you. Because a lot of us, where we fuck up, and I personally fucked up, is we just believe dumb shit. We just believe shit for no reason because somebody just told us and we're like, oh, that's true, that's true. And now we're walking around in our head talking about something I think I know without ever questioning why. And the dangerous thing where this comes up, right? This is where things get dangerous. Is when we're told a belief, once we have had that belief for a while, it moves from conscious to unconscious. Like if somebody tells you a belief that they have, like, oh, the sky is red for sure. You know, if you continuously, you're like, okay, the sky's red, and you consciously have that, eventually it will go into your subconscious mind. Meaning, instinctively, your actions will be against the fact of realizing that the sky is actually blue. Because it's unconscious. So that's when you'll speak on it, you'll just be saying, I know, I think, I feel like the sky is just red. Or I think the sky is just red. Or I know the sky is just red. Because it's a belief you've had for so long. So it's deep in your unconscious mind. And that's why the power of why is so strong. Because basically what why is going to do for you when you make these statements that that are under the guise of having a limiting belief, when you make these statements and you ask yourself why, you're forcing yourself to go into your unconscious mind and really dig into that belief and really dig in. Well, why do I believe this? Because what you'll realize when you're asking yourself why and you're questioning it, you'll get to the point where you realize you believe this shit, or you believe this shit for so long because somebody just told you and you just believed it. You never questioned it. You never questioned it. Because this whole beliefs thing, drop my marker. This whole beliefs thing is a really big issue because we have so many things that people have told us while we grow up. So many people who do not want to achieve the same things as us, or have not achieved the same things we want to achieve, have told us all this shit. And we just like, oh yeah, that's true, that's true, that's true. But the thing is, a lot of the shit that they've told us isn't true. And we basically have to take responsibility for ourselves in asking ourselves why to break those beliefs. I'm telling you, this process is so crucial to make sure you can actually do the things that are going to make you grow, that is going to push your potential higher and higher to do the things you want to do. To me, I think breaking beliefs is one of the most important things you can be doing on a regular basis. Because trust me, you've heard a lot of shit from a lot of people. You've heard a lot of shit from a lot of people that you have consciously heard, and then it went to your unconscious, and now it's hiding in there. Them little stupid ass beliefs you have, those stupid ass beliefs you have are hiding in your unconscious mind, controlling you, preventing you from doing the things that can lead to your success. So, basically what you want to do, going back to the main point, even though that's a part of the main point, going back to the main point is beliefs are the way you view reality. So however you view reality, right? And if you want to have beliefs that serve you, you want to view reality in ways that helps you achieve your goals. So how can we make sure to do this? You go into the exercise of questioning yourself, either when you mentally think these things or when you say these things out loud, of being like, okay, I say I feel, I say I think, I say I know. Why? Why? I honestly believe why is the most powerful question any human being could ever ask and has ever asked. Because why has created everything around us. Why can't I make a light bulb? Thomas Edison probably asked. You know what I'm saying? Why can't we go to the moon? You know what I'm saying? So in the same way with these, because they were breaking beliefs. They were like, why can't we go to the moon? Thomas Edison was like, why can't I make a light bulb? He questioned it. And he realized, oh shit, there's no reason why I can't. Or in fact, the important thing with the asking why is with the asking why, they go and search out evidence to disprove the belief that they have. That's the most important thing too. When you are asking yourself why, obviously, when you are asking, you'll have all these excuses or reasons as to why you believe what you believe. But the important thing to do, if you can do it as soon as possible, is when you're asking yourself why, when you have potentially this limiting belief, you go find evidence to disprove what you believe. You go try to disprove yourself. Because if you don't try to disprove yourself, how are you going to know that what you're believing is serving you? Because you're not trying to disprove yourself. And essentially asking why is that process, but going to find evidence speeds up the process. Because, and this is why having a value circle, having people who've achieved what you want is so special, because they can break beliefs for you. They can say, you could be like, well, I can't do this because of this. And then they're going to look at you like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yes, you can. You just got to do this and this. And you're like, oh shit. And I'm telling you, that's where you're really going to be like, oh my God, I have so much fucking potential I didn't even realize. Simply because you just asked yourself why. You simply asked, why do you believe this shit that you randomly fucking believe? You just asked why. So yeah, that is pretty much my frame on breaking beliefs and making sure that you have beliefs that are serving you. You want to only believe things that are serving you, right? Because who the fuck would want to believe shit that is not helping you? Why would you want to do that? And the only way you can make sure that is the case is by asking why, bro. Why do you feel this way? Why do you think that? Why do you know that? Because another thing I will also say is that usually when we say I feel and I think, there's a level of uncertainty there. That's why we use those specific words, like I feel or I think. Even when I say it, like when you're speaking to someone, usually when they're like, I think or I feel, you see, they'll even say it in a tone that shows that they're uncertain. that means that's like a young belief that they're not really sure about, and they should 100% be asking themselves why. When you see that, or if you see that in yourself when you speak, you need to 100% be asking yourself why. Because you might be believing some shit that you don't need to, that isn't serving you. But usually the more dangerous one is when people say, I know. Because the unfortunate thing is, the worst, absolute worst beliefs that we have are the ones we choose not to question. Those are the worst ones. And they're obviously the hardest one because we will say, I know. It is fact for me. And as you continue to grow on the path to achieving your goals and becoming extremely successful, this I know will become very dangerous, and you need to make sure you're questioning it. When you say you need to know why. You need to know why. Don't just say I know. You should be able to say I know and explain deeply. It needs to be depth there, because that means you actually have strong evidence as to why something is true. Because oftentimes when we say I know, it might not actually be true, and we might perpetually be doing things that are not really serving us for a very long time because we believe that we know something. Not I think, not I feel, I know. This is the most dangerous one. All of them could be dangerous, but the I know is the hardest one to overcome because we say we know. So that is the frame on belief. So please give me feedback on that. Did that make sense? Are you going to be able to use this to question your own beliefs and make sure you're only believing shit that is serving your goals, right? And also to add with that point, if you want to make sure that you are on the path to having beliefs that you should have to achieve your goals, you should go to your value circle, which is basically people who help you achieve your goals, because they have knowledge that you don't have, so they can breathe new beliefs into you that you can use to break the beliefs that you have that aren't serving you and replace them with beliefs that are, right? So please give me feedback on that. Does this all make sense? Does this whole belief thing make sense? And whatever. And of course, please like the video, boost this in the algorithm to make sure more guys can be questioning their beliefs, can be questioning the I feel, the I think, the I know, and asking themselves why. Asking yourself why as many times as you possibly can, consistently and regularly, to make sure you're always up to date on your beliefs, and your ceiling and your potential for growth is continuing to increase. So with that being said, I guess I will catch you guys in the next Mental Gym video. Peace.